What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 12 of the series, and what also could likely be the last actual episode. Actually, it will be the last episode of the series. I'm not even gonna say it might be. This will be the last episode of the series, episode 12. It's a little bit weird to think about. I'll be honest. It's a little bit weird to think about this at the end. But I think we did a pretty good job rebuilding this team for the most part. We had one successful year where we managed to make the playoffs. For the most part, I'm pretty sure Madden just kind of was stupid the rest of the seasons, because I don't really think I did all that bad. I just don't think they ever gave me a chance. I also did that one year where I actually did obviously make the playoffs. So we're 1-3 at the moment. I'm going against the 4-0 Saints. I don't think this will be a playoff contention year for us. Therefore, I mean, the series will just end on kind of a low end. But what can you do? I mean, either way, in the last episode, I did ask for you guys to comment down below some teams you would like to see me rebuild, because I'm obviously going to need to pick up a new rebuild league following this one. And at the moment, I think the two most favored teams, I guess you could say, are the Dolphins and the Chargers. Therefore, those are the final two. I'm going to decide between those two and make an appropriate decision from that point. But right now, I'll be honest, I am leaning a little bit towards the Chargers. That's probably what I'll end up doing, purely because they have like the same amount or even more votes than the Dolphins, and they're my favorite team in real life. Besides maybe the Rams. Them and the Rams are definitely the two teams that I support. So I'm sure you guys can kind of understand that. But that's basically what's going on. So let's just kind of advance week by week, kind of do what we've been doing these past couple of seasons, see what we can do. I mean, as long as we can, I mean, if there's any way we can make the playoffs, I would definitely like that, so we can actually end on top in a way. I mean, I don't really want to finish off here without making the playoffs, but we've been struggling a little bit, to say the least. So I don't really see the bright spot on all this. But either way, I think this rebuild did go great. I mean, while this is the last episode of the series, let's just kind of recap everything that we've done so far. I mean, we did about 6 years. We got a few great draft picks when we think about Connor Simon. We think about moving Tavon to running back. That was a great decision. We think about that middle linebacker. We got Sean Riley, a beautiful pick. One wide receiver we got, I think his last name was Mays or something. He ended up being pretty nice. So primarily, the big thing we need to think about over this rebuild series, that we got a few nice draft picks, and it's kind of weird thinking that once we start a new rebuild league, it's almost going to be like none of these guys even exist. But starting off for us should be good. I think it'll be good for the series. I think it'll be good for the channel. So, yeah, I mean, just continue to comment down teams you'd like to see. If I ever see any overwhelming switch that kind of sways me from my current decision, I'll look towards it. But for now, I'm pretty sure the Chargers will be the next one. The Dolphins came in pretty close, but right here it's 40. We won 41-16. Let's check out these game stats. That's beautiful. I mean, the Saints were 4-0 or 3-0, I think 3-0, 4-0, one of those things going into this game. So coming out there with a huge win against them is great news. Great job by Connor Simon. Great job by Rashad Kelly. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this dude as running back, but he's doing all right. Receiving wise, Alan Hearns did a phenomenal job. I mean, we got a few nice receivers. Caesar Griffin did a great job. One of the receivers that we actually drafted here, I believe, in the first year of the whole series. And then just whatever on defense. Nobody cares about defensive stats, really. Defensive stats really aren't that fun to look at, I'll be honest. Sometimes I don't even acknowledge them, because it's kind of boring to look at defensive stats. Obviously, they're important. But for the most part, I mean, we're looking at people's tackles don't really, like, get you excited like looking at somebody's passing yards or receiving yards do. So unless it's Sean Riley, then I get pretty stoked, because Sean Riley is the type of dude that I really want to see just kind of do amazing, if you guys know what I mean, because that's the rookie that we drafted a couple years ago. Either way, I'm starting to think that we might actually not sim week by week. I'm gonna go kind of quick here. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I don't really think we'll make the playoffs this year. Oh, 52-14. Oh my goodness, talk about going from a great game to a bad game. I mean, we won by like 40 points, 30, 40 points. Let me just go in and lose by what would be 38 points. That's just horrible. So let's just sim to the playoffs, guys. This is gonna be a short video. This will be kind of just the finale video. I just don't think we should take our time in this one. I think we'll just kind of power through it, look at the last season stats, kind of take some time to recap how each year has gone, and just kind of retire and see what the retirement screen is going to look like. But I do think this series went pretty well. I was actually, I'll be honest, I was unbelievably impressed with the results of the series. When I made it, I didn't expect it to go all that well. But there's an overwhelming amount of support from you guys. Let me actually load this up right here and see kind of how this series took off. Because I remember the first episode and the episodes following it of this series generated a large amount of views, and I was really surprised Yeah, the first video almost has 1,000 views now, which is something I totally didn't expect for this series because this was just going to be kind of a side series I did for fun. But a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I do really appreciate that. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for me to, or really opens up the door for me to try out different rebuilds, which is something I've been wanting to do for a little while now. And I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I keep yawning. I just got home. I mean, I got finals week this week, so I've been studying a lot for school. I'm trying to get ready for that now. I'm always going to turn this into a little bit of a personal commentary because while we're in the sim screen, there's really not much to talk about. So yeah, busy week for me. I'm actually glad. This is one of the great series. Rebuild Leagues are one of the great series I can put on this channel because they're really easy. Just to kind of get up there and upload, all I really have to do is talk over it, get it kind of edited down a little bit, find a couple clips I like a little bit more than others, and just throw that all together and put it in a video. I mean, it takes maybe, I mean, it's definitely one of the, it will be actually the easiest series that I've ever done. So, and it got a great feedback from you guys. So, extremely easy series to make and great output and great reviews from you guys. And I really can't thank you guys enough for that because it's given me an opportunity to just kind of get this series out there because I can get this series out there really, really easily and really quickly, and it makes it extremely easy to just kind of get this series going, which I really do appreciate because sometimes when I don't really know a series to post or I'm running low on time, it's really easy just to put one of these types of videos together. So I'm really excited to hopefully become kind of a rebuild master if I can get this next rebuild going and get it going at least a little bit better because this Rams rebuild was a little bit of a fail. Wasn't able to actually win a Super Bowl or anything with this team. But hopefully with this new Chargers team or Dolphins team, whichever one I decide between those two, like I said, I'm almost positive it's going to be the Chargers. So we'll probably talk about them a little bit more. Hopefully they can be the Super Bowl team. But make sure to continue to comment down teams you'd like to see because I'll also put that into consideration for future ones. Now, just don't think because I'm not doing the team that you commented down below, don't think that means that I'm never going to do that team. I'm just going to go with the teams that I think need rebuilding the most first and work my way down the line. I know some people name teams that are pretty good already. Some people name like the Steelers. A person even named the Patriots. Things of that nature. So those are pretty good teams. I'll wait quite a while. I mean, the Patriots almost made the Super Bowl, so I'll wait a little while before I get to any teams like that. Just due to the fact that they're so dominant. But for now, I kind of want to just kind of deal with some of these worser teams, aka Rams, Chargers, things of that nature. I'm sure you guys understand that whole idea. But yeah, the sim is almost over. Just a great time. That was a great little talk I was able to have with you guys in this little sim screen. So we're getting here through week 17. If we somehow just rip the shit out of this last season and somehow make the playoffs here, I will honestly cry, but I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure we probably finished 5-11. I'm gonna say we had a pretty bad season, guys. I'm gonna guess 5-11. Make a guess right now, guys. Make a guess real quick before we actually see the standings, and tell me if you're right or not. So I'm assuming 5 or 11. Here we go. We're loaded in. We finished 4-12. Oh my, oh my, that was bad season. So we finished off at actually a low point. I believe this was our worst record yet. So I think this is a good point to kind of end it. Man, our offense and defense sucked. I mean, look, we barely ever broke 20 points, and we almost always allowed them to get 30. So that was not a good year. We were probably the worst team in the league. So we'll look at some player stats, see if there's anything or any players up there. Oh my god, here comes Jan again. Any players out there that did great? Connor Simon, no, he didn't really perform that well. Rushing wise, Zach Mason was able to come back with that rookie that we got. He did all right. He's not a bad player, but I don't know. He wouldn't have been a franchise guy. Receiving wise, we got Amari Cooper, did pretty nice. Alan Hearns, who coming off a phenomenal season last year where he led the league in every single receiving category. Dropped down to earth and some in this season as he performed just kind of mediocre. Kind of just average. I mean, probably below average. That's not that good. Those stats are pretty bad. And then defensively, we'll check that out. We got Sean Riley wait on the. Yeah, it's time to end this series because everybody I used to like is doing terrible. I think it's time to call this one a year. So, I think this was an awesome, like I said, an awesome series, an awesome opportunity just to try out some new stuff. And I'm going to definitely continue more rebuilding leagues in the future. So, like I said, continue to comment on teams you'd like to see. Right now, I am leaning, once again, like I'm going to say, towards the Chargers. So, we'll see how that all works out. So, yeah, I really do appreciate all your guys' support through all this. I really do. It was really cool doing this series, and I can't wait to try some more. So, one last look at some of the moves we made. I mean, let's see, we got Chris Garrett, Connor Simon, some of those guys we drafted. Same with Rashad Kelly, Zach Mason. Caesar Griffin, signed Cooper, signed Hearns, drafted Hopkins, drafted Brandon. I'm pretty sure we signed Bowling, signed Wisniewski, signed DeCastro, signed Johnson. Or we traded for Johnson, something like that. Or maybe we even traded for Bowling. I believe Wilson, we somehow, I think we may have signed him. Defensively, the only people, that we really kept, the only people we really kept on this whole team, Robert Quinn, Aaron Donald, Nick Fairley, Alec Ogletree, and Ronnie McLeod Jr. That's basically the only people we kept on this team. That's kind of crazy. We really did rebuild this team in a weird way. It didn't really work out, but I felt like on paper we made a great team. I just feel like the game didn't work with us. Not a lot you can do in that situation because the game always going to get the last laugh, but I hope you guys did enjoy this as much as I did. I'm going to hopefully get this new rebuild series up here in the next couple of days. I'll try to get that going, try to get a nice little introduction video for you guys. And that'll be the end of this one. So I thank you guys so much for the great just kind of memories I was able to have in the series. And I can't wait to get the next one started. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.